Hi, Serena. Thank you for sending us a package. I just received it.
Hi, Gwen. I'm glad you got it. It's nothing really, just some sweets for the holidays. But I hope everyone likes it. Merry Christmas. It's too bad we couldn't spend the holidays together this year. But I am hopeful for next year.
Yeah, sure. Listen. It's nice of you to send this. But why did you send us only one box?
Huh? What do you mean?
It's not just me and my husband here. Have you forgotten about my mom? She lives with us, you know. I don't know if one box will be enough for all of us.
Oh, sorry. I guess it wasn't enough for the three of you.
You should have counted before you sent it. You can just send us another one. It's fine if it arrives after Christmas. You can add a bottle of wine too, to go with the chocolates.
Okay, sure. I can do that.
Why do I always have to teach you these things, Serena? You know, if you and Harris were more appreciative of us taking care of Mom, you would notice these things. If it weren't for us, you two would be taking care of her instead. So, if you're grateful for us at all, you should show your consideration more.
You're right. I wasn't thinking enough. My apologies.
Good, now you understand. Just be careful not to take things for granted. Because we gave up our life in this city to live with Mom. We would have stayed if we could, instead of living in this tiny little town.
Is that so? I must have heard it wrong then. I was told you asked to live with Rose in her home.
No, it's the other way around. My mother was probably trying to act strong. I can imagine she lied because she didn't want you to think she was weak. She used to call me up all the time, telling me how lonely she was, all by herself in her house. She had begged me to come live with her because she was afraid no one would know if something happened to her.
Oh, I see. Poor Rose.
She is old. She must have felt unsafe to live on her own. Especially since her knees were getting bad.
I don't blame her for feeling unsafe alone. Hey, is there anything we can do to support Rose? You can let us know anytime. We're always happy to help.
Well, actually, there is something. I want to buy Mom a new bed. Do you think you and Harris can pitch in?
Yes, of course.
I want to get her an electric bed. You know, the kind where you can adjust the height or reclining angle. She's been having trouble getting out of her bed because of her knee. But the bed costs over $1,000 though. If you could help pay half of it, that would be wonderful.
Sure. I will let Harris know. He won't say no. Thanks.
Mom would be so happy. I was hesitant to buy since it's so expensive though. But with your help, it should all work out. I'm glad we can assist you and Rose. I'll let you know where to wire the money. Can you transfer the money by the end of this week?
Absolutely.
Great. I will let you know if there's anything else you can do to help us.
Hello, Serena. I am terribly sorry to bother you during work hours. Do you have a minute?
Hi, Rose. Of course. I haven't spoken to you in a while. How are you? Is everything okay?
I need to talk to you about something. Can you spare me like an hour sometime soon? It's quite urgent.
I can talk now.
I thought you were working today.
Yes, I am, but it's okay. I work from home and my working hours are flexible. I can decide for myself when I take breaks. Would you like me to call you now?
No, I'm sorry, but I can't speak on the phone. I don't want her to hear me talking.
What do you mean? Rose, where are you right now? Are you in some kind of trouble?
I'm at home, but I need to talk to you about my daughter.
Oh, I see. So you don't want Gwen to hear this.
Indeed. I feel awful asking my daughter-in-law for help, but I can't do this anymore.
Do what anymore? What's going on?
I can't live with my daughter and her husband any longer. I've been acting like everything is fine, but I've been faking it all along. I've really had enough. I want to leave this house immediately.
Oh my gosh, Rose. Tell me, what is going on?
It's been about half a year since they moved in. But when they did, the first thing they did was confiscate my bank card. I can't use my own money because they took it from me. I got my pension money in that account. I also had some savings in there too. But they are using it all for themselves.
What? That is horrible! Why would they do something like that? Wait a minute. Gwen told me a few months ago that you had asked her to move in with you. Is it not true?
Absolutely not. I have never said anything like that. I was enjoying living on my own, and I was preparing to sell this home to join a group home so that I don't cause my family trouble. But then she suddenly began to offer to take care of me. I told her I didn't need her to. She wouldn't listen, though. Gwen and her husband practically forced themselves into this house.
Oh, wow. So, if she lied to me, she must have planned to use your money from the beginning. That's why she moved in with you.
I think so. It's also her husband, Tom. He's problematic. I know we always had trouble keeping a job, but in the past 6 months he changed jobs twice already. I think they are coming after my money because they couldn't pay for themselves anymore.
Rose, I am so sorry. I wish I would have known sooner. I'm such an idiot for believing Gwen.
Don't be sorry. Nothing is your fault. I'm the one who kept it from you and Harris. I didn't want the two of you to worry, especially because we don't live nearby. And I was so embarrassed. I tried to solve it all on my own, but it keeps getting worse. Have you been in contact with Gwen recently? You should be careful, too.
We actually wired her some money a couple of times. She asked us for financial support. For you.
What?
She said she was going to buy you an electric bed. And also take you on vacation.
I have never gotten a bed, nor have been anywhere these past 6 months.
So, you never went to the vineyards last month?
They went somewhere a little while ago, but I don't even know where. The only thing they are good at is not spending money on me. They would use it freely for themselves, though.
So it was all a lie.
Oh, Serena, I am so sorry they took your money, too. I should have warned you much earlier.
It's okay, it's not your fault. We need to get you out of there quickly. Come to our house. You are free to stay with us as long as you wish.
I can't possibly ask you to take me in. I was going to move out anyway. I just wanted to ask if the two of you would be my guarantor when I find a group home to join.
You haven't found one yet, though. It will take months.
Well, I guess.
I can't let you live in that house with them for a day longer. Come stay with us, please.
Thank you so much, Serena. I can't thank you enough.
You should have been treated with respect in the first place. I'm only doing what normal people would do for their family. I will make sure Harris knows about this.
Actually, can you not tell him just yet? I would like to prioritize getting out of here first. Harris would be furious when he finds out. I am scared that he would get emotional and call Gwen before I get out of here. If that happens, I don't know what she would do to me. You see, that's why I contacted you. Because I knew you would handle things logically.
You're right about Harris. He can get heated up very quickly when it comes to his family. He is very protective of his loved ones. All right then, let me handle him later. I will arrange your escape immediately.
Serena, you witch! You went behind my back! You helped my mother leave this house, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Quite proudly. Why do you think I helped her, huh? No one would ever want to live with horrible people like you. You have been using her money and treating her horribly. Your very own mother.
Well, you can take her. I don't care, because I am done with her. All our savings are gone now. And her pension money was so petty, it didn't do us much good. The only downside of her leaving is that there is no one to do all the housework now.
My God, Gwen, have you no shame? You stole from your elderly mother. How could you be so cold?
We did her a favor by living with her. She should have been thankful for the security we have provided by agreeing to live with her in this house. Besides, I am her daughter. What is so wrong about a daughter managing her mother's money for her? She's too old to be doing it herself.
No, you invited yourselves into that house. I know the truth, Gwen. She never asked you to live with her. She told you she was fine on her own, but you ignored her. So anyone with common sense would agree that you and Tom are the ones who should be paying Rose.
Don't lecture me. You all should be thanking me. I agreed to live with a lonely old hag. I kept her company.
How dare you call her that? Rose is your mother. You are unbelievable. How did you end up like that, Gwen? Oh, and you need to pay us back too. You never bought her any bed. You never took her to the vineyards. We know you tricked us.
Stop being such a cheapskate. I know you two make a lot of money. It must be nothing for you and Harris. And no, I can give you back what you guys gave us.
All right then. I won't ask again. But under one condition. From here on, you stay away from all of us.
What? That's it? Do you think I would come fetch her or something?
I don't know what you would do at all. So in exchange that we forget about the money you took from us, you need to promise not to contact us ever again. No matter what happens to you or Tom, we will not be helping you, ever.
Sure, I can do that. That's such an easy promise for us, actually. We won't be needing any help from you because we will have cash. Now that she's gone, we can finally sell this house. So keep her. She's all yours. I'm glad to get rid of our big setback. We are much better off without her.
Okay then. We have nothing more to say to you. We are not related in any kind of way, starting now.
Great. We will do as we please going forward, so stay out of our business. And make sure Harris and Mom understands that they are never welcome in their old house again. In fact, we are no longer family. Bye!
Gwen and Tom was given a couple more days before the construction workers began to make drilling noises on their bedroom wall. It was the Rose's last mercy on them so that they could figure out their next step. Little did they know that the whole thing was an act. The construction workers were hired to make sounds to pretend the house was being taken down. It was my husband's plan to scare the couple away. The house remains intact and was recently sold to a young family. After they fled, Rose was able to collect her belongings, including a safe that had my father-in-law's bank information in it. Thankfully, Gwen never knew it was in the house. Rose had kept quiet about it because she knew Gwen would use it all in a blink. It bugged me that Gwen had stolen money from Rose, though, and suggested we sue her. But Rose laughed it off, saying it was a cheap price to pay to get rid of a dumb, ungrateful daughter. Gwen tried to approach us several times after our last conversation, but we kept ignoring until finally she stopped. After a while, I called her with my number withheld out of curiosity. Her number was no longer in use. I bet she had to let go of her phone because she couldn't pay for it anymore. But I couldn't care less about what kind of life she is living now. Even if she appeared in front of me homeless, I would never help her. I hope she gets what she deserved. We were quite busy after Rose moved in with us. She didn't want to wait on looking for a group home she would be comfortable moving into. Since I love Rose very much, I don't mind if she stays with us a little longer, but she insists on moving on. The last thing she wants is to be a burden on us. Her kindness and sense of humor made living with her very enjoyable for me. Next month, she will be moving into a group home she found, close enough from our house so I can visit her frequently. I know she will have fun in her new environment, but I also want to make her remaining days in our house unforgettable. I plan to fill it with happy moments and laughter. Despite of what happened with Gwen, Rose will always be an important member of family, no matter where she may be